Still on Capitol Hill, only today instead of next week, Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was in the hot seat today, and a heated debate ensued. House Republicans invited Kennedy to testify in a hearing on online censorship and free speech. In his opening remarks, the 2024 Democratic hopeful slammed members of his own party for signing a letter to disinvite him from the hearing over his controversial views.
I've devoted my life to the values of this party. There's 102 people signed this. This itself is evidence of the problem that this hearing was convened to address. This is an attempt to censor a censorship hearing.
Democrats, however, wasted no time blasting Republicans for giving Kennedy a platform after his recent public comments about COVID, which they have called racist and anti-Semitic.
They intentionally chose to elevate this rhetoric to give these harmful, dangerous views a platform in the halls of the United States Congress. That's endorsing that speech. That's not just supporting free speech.
NewsNation's Kelly Meyer is live in Washington for us tonight. And Kelly, there were some fiery moments in that hearing today.
Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth. Dramatic moments between Democrats really taking on one another. The Democratic candidate for president reaching out and talking with members of his own party that were firing back in these exchanges. They actually moved to move this hearing into executive session over RFK Jr.'s comments. And really, he had the chance today to speak for the first time and go on the record.
You're misstating.
No.
You are.
I quoted what you said earlier, and it is directly what you said.
A fiery back and forth on Capitol Hill, pitting Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. against members of his own party.
And no matter what you may think, Mr. Kennedy, and I revere your name, you're not here to propound your case for censorship. You are here for cynical reasons to be used politically by that side of the aisle to embarrass the current president of the United States.
Recent comments made by RFK Jr. taking center stage at today's hearing on censorship. The presidential candidate claiming at a private dinner over the weekend that COVID-19 targeted certain groups while sparing Chinese people and Jewish people. Democrats banding together to stop the hearing before it even started, calling the comments anti-Semitic and anti-Asian. RFK Jr. says his comments were misrepresented.
I know many of the people who wrote this letter. I don't believe there's a single person who signed this letter who believes I'm anti-Semitic.
The larger hearing, a debate over the definition of censorship.
When you look at Mr. Kennedy's tweet, there was nothing in there that was factually inaccurate.
RFK Jr. invited by Republicans to testify about his belief that big tech and big government are blocking free speech, including his own. Earlier this year, YouTube removed one of his videos for spreading what the company said was vaccine misinformation. Instagram, owned by Facebook, removed RFK Jr.'s account for sharing what they called debunked claims about COVID-19. Democrats believe censorship is protecting the public from misinformation and from people spewing hate. Republicans believe this suppresses speech and censors disfavored viewpoints. To RFK Jr., censorship is un-American.
Censorship is antithetical to our party. It was appalling to my father, to my uncle, to FDR, to Harry Truman, to Thomas Jefferson, as the chairman referred to. It is the basis for democracy.
Now, RFK Jr. says that Democrats in the committee were trying to censor his speech and even making a broader effort to censor his run for the White House. Elizabeth?
Kelly Meyer reporting from Washington. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.